before we go look for Jeff, we have to run over here and punch the snowman. Now, some of you may ask, why must we punch the snowman? Ours is not to reason why. Ours is just to punch the snowman in the face and run away. Hey there, survivors. Cougar here. The deep dive update has dropped. A lot of big changes at the start of the story, so we're going to start a new game. Here's one of the changes.
I repeat, immediate evacuation of Sector 0 to Space Station Vesper.
Sam, what's happening?
The meteor storm. There was interference. It's closer than they thought.
How long?
Maybe 10 minutes.
Jeff, do you read?
Rabinko did it. I translated the wake-up command.
Your timing sucks. We're evacuating. Jeff!
His last GPS check-in was at the cave entrance.
I'm going up there.
Roger that. Don't stay any longer than you need to.
Alright, so there's a meteor storm inbound. Less than 10 minutes. Jeff was up at the site up here, checking something out. It's the last we've heard of him. We gotta go check on him. Vesper looks new and different and fancier. Hey, some friends of ours taking off. Bye, guys. We'll check in with you folks later. Don't get hit by a meteor out there. Alright, some slight changes at the starting area here. There's a Sea Glide fragment there that we can't scan, obviously, because we don't have a scanner. Frames are looking good. Everything looks good. Meteors look good. Vesper looks great. That looks awesome. Now, before we go look for Jeff, we have to run over here and punch the snowman. Now, some of you may ask, why must we punch the snowman? Ours is not to reason why. Ours is just to punch the snowman in the face and run away. New little area up here. This is Jeff's escape pod, or an escape pod that could hold 4 people. Jeff, by the way, there are 4 seats in there. But lots and lots and lots of big changes in this update, and if you haven't been keeping up with the news about Subnautica Below Zero, I'll share some of that news with you as well. So the lead writer, Tom Joubert, is no longer working on this project. Nobody's really sure whether he jumped ship or was pushed, but they're bringing on a new writer. This is a writer who has written for games in the past.
I'm approaching the research site. It looks like Jeff's GPS tracker's here, but no other sign of him.
Understood. Be careful.
We'll be careful. So they're bringing on a new writer. She's written for...
Jeff! Jeff off!
Jeff woke me up. Now Jeff is gone.
Who am I speaking to? What happened here?
That information is
Damage sustained. Rerouting data to Sanctuary. Warning. Sanctuary power low.
Jeffov isn't here. But Sam, we woke something up. I spoke to it.
Please, get to the escape ship.
I'm on my way.
Well, we were on our way. Now we're not as much on our way anymore. So we're going this way instead. That's not it for the...
We have your ship on radar.
What? I'm not on that ship.
Jeff!
This.
But Jeff's the only one it could be.
Jeff, come
Where's he
back!
going?
I'll find out. Where are you now?
Still making for the base. That's my best shelter now.
Okay, I'm going to see what I can do from here.
So Jeff just abandoned us. In the middle of a meteor storm. Thanks, Jeff. Oh, this meteor storm looks amazing. Definitely a more high-stakes start to the game. base is gone. Where's the Vesper? Must be behind a cloud right now. Shoot. Okay, well, nothing for it. Let's get down in there. Try to make our way back here. Now.
Your environment is no longer safe.
You think?
Your city has rebooted in emergency mode.
Okay.
Be advised, high wind speeds will cause lethal exposure in 4 minutes.
Well, we better not be out in that water for more than 4 minutes. Okay, we've got a little break from the back and forth now, the voice acting. And you may have noticed, if you weren't already aware, they have a new actress doing the voice acting. The original actress simply was not available at this point. She was involved in another project
Oxygen.
and could not be on board for this little rewrite redo here. But the other big part of the news, the other big piece of news, is that they're completely rewriting the script. The entire story is going to change dramatically with this new writer. As I started saying about the new writer, she worked on other games. She wrote for Assassin's Creed Black Flag, and a couple of others. I think she did one of the Tomb Raiders,
Oxygen.
etc. Basically, she's an experienced and award-winning
Come in.
I copy.
writer.
I'm okay.
Stay where you are and look up. I'm dropping you a life pod.
Did everyone else get away? Did you find Jeff?
They're still counting heads. We haven't found...
Sam? Vesper? Do you read? Sam?
Alright, we've lost contact with the Vesper. There's the Vesper up there behind the clouds. It's still in one piece as far as we can see, but it sounds like they may have taken a hit that took out their communications or something, so that's all we're going to hear from the Vesper for a while. Yeah, either the Vesper took a hit or one of the communications relays down here on the planet took a hit. And before we visit the life pod, now I'm going to take advantage of kind of knowing where this is all heading and jump out to these.
Emergency cache detected nearby.
Got a beacon for the emergency cache. We'll go over and check that out. But first I wanted to grab some creepvine seeds so that we could make a knife immediately.
New blueprint acquired.
Wants us to open our PDA. Fine, we opened our PDA. Let me just grab a little bit more resources before we head over to the pod. We've got open water above us.
Oxygen.
Just grab a little bit of salt so we can make some cured fish. A piece of quartz or two for our flashlight. And some titanium, maybe a bit of copper, if we can find any. Okay, so, new writer, writing a brand new script. Old script right out the window. This version of the script is as close to a playable game as we're going to get on this version. Silver.
Oxygen.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go make an oxygen tank right away, so let's do that. So we are going to actually play through this as completely as we can. Now, if you remember, with the last update, the story was pretty well broken. There were just a lot of
New creature discovered.
things that you couldn't do, or storylines that kind of went nowhere.
New creature discovered.
And so now we have a story that kind of works start to finish, but this whole story is going out the window with the next update.
Oxygen.
I think we can make it to our pod. Yeah. Okay.
New blueprint acquired.
We've unlocked the fiber mesh.
Well done for surviving the evacuation.
Thank you.
Statistically, that is the hard part. This lifeboard will help you survive until rescue.
Good.
Fabricate food and tools, and refer to your PDA's databank for more information. Good
Okay.
luck.
So we've got some PDA info that we can check out. We can actually rely on the PDA in this version. There is a lot of good info in here that we should be checking out. Now, I've kind of ignored the PDA in past playthroughs because so much of it was only half written and not really reliable that you could just ignore it. Full disclosure, real quick, I am using a couple of mods. I'm using the Unslow Seatruck mod and the EasyCraft mod. EasyCraft mod absolutely still works with this update. I think that the Unslow Seatruck mod works too. So let's get our survival knife there, air bladder there. Can we make a scanner yet? No, because we haven't found any ribbon plants to make battery for that. So let's go out and do that. Scanner will be very important here at the start. In fact, let's look around right where we are. I'll bet there's some ribbon plants right underneath the life pod here. Oh, and there's a sea glide fragment for us to scan if we had bladderfish. No, if we had the scanner. There's some ribbon plants. So yeah, we're just gonna straight up play through this, such as it is. I think we should probably head for the surface here. Oh, I've got my air bladder now. Use that. Have we found any copper? We may not have found any copper yet. Titanium. We are hungry. We got to eat something. So I'll pick up a couple more fish as we go along. Copper. Now we can make our scanner. More copper. And the bladderfish. Hey, what do you think of my knife? Looks sharp, huh?
Oxygen.
Yeah. Alright, one more limestone and then we'll head back. Titanium. All good. Just getting our starting stuff. So things have moved around, locations of things have moved around. Recipes are different. Oh, big change in the recipes.
Oxygen.
The blueprints. The biggest change that I've noticed is that titanium ingots now only require 5 pieces of titanium to make, which is a great change because without the metal salvage lying all over the ground as you had in Subnautica, getting together enough titanium to put together a big base or whatever, all these seatruck modules was kind of a pain in the butt. Let's make some fins. And now we should be able to make a scanner as well. Yep. And maybe even a flashlight? No, we didn't pick up enough ribbon plants to do that. Okay, but there's our scanner. Good. And let's put that in slot 2 and make something to drink and a little bit of food. Okay, can we eat up? Let's cook one. I think we're going to need all 3 of these fish. Yeah. And the water. Okay, but with that, we can now go out and use our knife to cut some creep vine, make ourselves an oxygen tank. Sea monkey behavior has changed a bit. They are now more manageable. They will make a little sound before they come for whatever it is you're holding. Wait, let's not cut what's seeds on them.
New blueprint acquired.
And there's a little struggle now when they go to take whatever it is you're holding. I'm not sure what button it is I'm supposed to push to actually
Oxygen.
engage in the struggle with them. Oh, ow, my head. But you do have a minute to get it back, and then the camera kind of follows the sea monkey who took your stuff for a second, so that it's easier to keep track of which one you're trying to find. Sea glide. 1 of 3. I'm looking for more creep vines so we can make a flashlight. I know it's dark. Oh, that's another thing that has changed here. In fact, I'm going to have to do that right now. I'm going to hit escape for a second, guys. So in options, we got these graphic options. Color grading filmic option has been added. I think it looks fantastic when I'm playing by myself, but it does make stuff quite a bit darker. So I'm going to leave it off in the interest of you guys being able to see what's going on a little bit better. I've been playing with it on because it looks great. But it does make stuff a little harder to see. Alright, there is a piece of lead. Well, a lead outcrop. Now, lead outcrops, that's another thing that has changed. Lead outcrops are everywhere. A lot easier to find lead. And you know what a pain in the butt that's been for me personally in the past. I shouldn't have cooked that fish. I meant to cure him. My bad, I wasn't paying attention. I meant to cure him with the salt we picked up earlier. That's, oh well. But we're going to have to eat him now because he's just going to go bad. I'm going to go ahead and eat him. Right. And now use the creep vine to make fiber mesh. Use the fiber mesh to make an oxygen tank. And if we have any left over, a health kit. Oxygen tank first.
New blueprint acquired.
And we do have enough left over to make ourselves a first aid kit. Alright, now let's head out to that emergency supply cache. And look, keep our eyes open for ribbon plants along the way because we need another battery to make a flashlight. Copper. We have played through this beginning part quite a few times now. I guess I should be looking for the sea glide. Well, let's just look for the sea glide kind of organically as we go along here. Silver and titanium in it. Not really ready to head down in here, spend any time down in here. Sea glide fragments. That's a good reason to be down in here. There's another sea glide, and scan the full monkey nest. See, they make that little sound now when they're coming for your tool. I put mine away before he could get like that. See, here he comes. And they won't sneak up behind you. And oh, there's the struggle animation. Now, I think he actually got my knife. He did, but easy to get back. Now we just gotta get up to the surface.
Incoming transmission. Origin, Alien Sanctuary Site. Twisty bridges. 200 meters depth. Recorded to databank.
Great. Okay, well, now we really need the flashlight or the sea glide. Here we go. Here's the last sea glide fragment. I think we should go back and... I mean, the cache is right there. Let's just visit the cache real quick, then we'll go back and make the sea glide. I guess I'll scan a creep vine so they don't keep flashing like that. Okay, what have we here now? Now we have the compass still.
New technology created.
a flare,
30 seconds. New blueprint acquired.
which is supposed to deter sea monkeys now. I know I said that it did in the last episode, but it wasn't actually implemented yet. But now it should. So we'll just leave it here
Oxygen.
and hopefully not have to deal with any sea monkeys. That was interesting. And then one last look around this site to see what we missed. That. Nutrient food block. Water. Nutrient food block. Crash fish all over the place nowadays. There are a lot of them down in these caves too. We're not ready to go down in there. I want to have a rebreather or an oxygen tank before we, high capacity O2 tank before we go down there.
30 seconds.
Yep, I think we got everything off of this site. Now the sun's up though, so let's take a last look around. PDA. Carter status report. Can't read it right this second, but we will soon. Yep, we got everything here. We're good. Let's go back and make the sea glide. We're going to need lubricant for that. Let me pick up a couple more creepvine seed clusters, and I'll drink some as long as we're here anyway. Just need one more, and then one for the lubricant. And that should be, I'll take two just in case. And you know what else? We need more health kits too, so I'm going to get a bunch of creepvine, except now we're full. Let's put our knife away before opening our PDA. Nothing I'm really ready to drop for the sake of a health kit, so. We'll turn a bunch of this quartz into glass when we get back, though. Clearing up some inventory space. So I don't really know anything about this new writer. Julie something is her name. I'm encouraged that she has written for video games before, and maybe, you know, having
Oxygen.
a woman write for a woman lead character will be a good idea. And I've heard that there have been people who aren't really happy with this new voice actress. Well, that's fine because all the lines are going to be changing and be redone anyway. But I kind of like her. You know, I like that she sounds more mature, more. I'm just going to scan this to get it out of our front lawn. I kind of like her. I like that she sounds more mature and more in tune with what's going on and not just, well, not quite as happy-go-lucky about this disaster that's taking place all around her. Let's make some lubricant. Let's make some fiber mesh. And some glass just to clear up some space in our inventory. And now we also should be able to make a flashlight. Nope. Oh, we have to actually make the battery, which apparently we can't yet. For some reason. Oh, the ribbon plants. I thought I grabbed a couple. Apparently not. All right, we need batteries. So let's go get some ribbon plants. They'll be right around here. We won't have to look far. Another sea glide fragment. We'll just let that be. Oh, ribbons. Now we can always go out to the creek, the twisty bridges and find lots of ribbon plants out there, but I'm sure there are some here. There's some right over there. They've changed the location for the rebreather blueprint, so that's a bit easier to find now, which is good. 2 more ribbon plants. And now we have 4, which will make us 2 batteries. Good. If we have the copper, we do. Okay. Now, EasyCraft is going to do all the battery making for us, so we can just jump right down to the Sea Glide. Yay! And I don't think now we don't have... Oh, we still have enough left over to do a flashlight. I guess you only really need one or the other, because the Sea Glide has a light on it, but just rearrange stuff in my inventory here. Flashlight there. That's it. Oh, they changed this too now. So toggle lights, you no longer have to cycle through all the different lights. You can just use F to toggle on or off the map, the holographic map on top, and then lights with the right mouse button. We are still in the market for copper and ribbon plants to make more batteries. We're going to need power cells at some point.
30 seconds.
I think, should I go back up? No, let's just grab this.
Passing 100 meters.
Yeah,
Oxygen efficiency decreased.
that's going to be the problem down here. But we only have to be down here briefly while we find the rebreather blueprint, which is going to be right around here somewhere.
30 seconds.
Look, there's a seatruck fragment nestled right in there. I guess we'll scan the oxygen plant and the truck fragment. Good. Lots and lots of ribbon plants here.
30 seconds.
Yeah, let's go all the way up to the surface this time. Ow, ow, ow. Yeah. We were pretty deep.
Oxygen.
Hang on, I just gotta switch stuff around here, make sure Sea Glide's in 5. Okay. Oh, I've also got the more quick slots mod running. So I've got 6 quick slots down at the bottom instead of 5. That is 2 of 3 on the sea truck. Now we're basically just looking for the entrance to the sanctuary, because the rebreather helmet blueprint is now on that little platform right at the entrance, which is right here. Now we'll go back and make our rebreather.
New technology acquired.
And hold on, I just got a bunch
New blueprint acquired.
of limestone all clustered here, along with some lead. Copper is inventory is full. Let me drop some of this titanium. Pick up that copper. I'd rather have the copper. And maybe one more. Can we get copper out of any of these? Well, that's lead. A lead outcrop. Galena, it's now called. Probably do with some
30 seconds.
I think we'll go all the way back up for this way.
Oxygen.
What I was going to say was we could do with some table coral samples in case we're going to need to build a computer chip at some point. But for now, let's go back and make our rebreather helmet so we can actually get down into the sanctuary. The interaction that goes on at the sanctuary has changed slightly, but it's still the same end result. And I have skipped over that whole interaction the past 3. I think we've made a version. We've made videos for each update so far. So I've seen that thing multiple times. What do we need for the rebreather? Need a wiring kit, so we need a little bit of silver. Now I found 1 piece of silver, but obviously we need more. So now we're heading back out. I could have checked that before we came back here. I really should have. Sorry. But well, this will be quick. The silver also is now more spread out. You can find it pretty much anywhere. But I'm sure we'll find some going this way, so let's go back this way. Limestone, limestone.
Passing 100 meters.
Yeah, we don't really want to
Oxygen
be...
efficiency
Oh,
decreased.
mobile vehicle bay fragment. And then we just need 1 piece of silver. Not seeing any. That's lead. I'm not going to pass that by. Titanium. Oh, our
30
inventory is
seconds.
full. Great. Just drop the titanium. And see about getting some O2. That's a silver outcrop right there. We'll come back for it.
30 seconds.
Please have silver. Yes. Okay. Heading back. There's...
Oxygen.
I'm so tuned to think of lead as very rare and difficult to get
30 seconds.
that the lead really catches my eye, and I'm tempted to go for it, but I have to remind myself that it's everywhere now. I also want to check something in terms of the high-capacity oxygen tank. Now that is... See, we can build that right off the bat. So that comes as... We don't have to unlock that anymore. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to build it right now because we need 1 more piece of silver for it. Inventory is full. I can't pick this up. Well, you shouldn't need to pick it up. You should be able to just put it on your face. Lots of room here. Okay. We'll keep the water on us. Get rid of 1 nutrient block. Let's get rid of both nutrient blocks. And this big creepvine seed cluster that we're holding on to for no reason. Now we can pick up our rebreather. Now we can go... Alright, great. Now we can go... It'd be great if we could find another piece of silver right around here so that we can make that ultra high capacity, or that high capacity oxygen tank before going down to the sanctuary. We are going to do that. I'd rather not go down into the sanctuary without a high capacity air tank, so we're going to do that. But it is starting to get dark now. So we'll use Sea Glide and our flashlight as much as we can. Silver. Silver. Lead. Titanium. Sea Glide fragment. Lead. Silver. But we got a silver. This will probably be titanium. Yep. That's lead. I'll try to... trying to wean myself off of going for every lead outcrop I see. Here's silver. Great. 1 silver, and now back for our big O2 tank. And maybe we got a lot of room in our inventory right now, so why don't we get a sip of creepvine
30 seconds.
juice, and maybe cut some for more health kits. There are new creatures
Oxygen.
in the game, and creatures have been moved around a little bit. You're now going to find squid sharks out in the wild, as it were, not just restricted to the deep, twisty bridges. And there's a crocodile creature, too. That we're going to check out. Alright, I got to take off... Hold on. I got to take off my oxygen tank. Let's just get rid of that fiber mesh to clear up our inventory. Okay, and then go to high capacity O2 tank. Now we can head down to the sanctuary. Let's just cook up a fish. Okay, 135 seconds of air. Great. Hoop fish. Delish. Delish. Okay, sanctuary, here we come. Try to get all this banged out on day one. Mobile vehicle bay fragments being collected here at this sea monkey nest. Scan this for 2 of 2. Or 2 of 3, sorry. More sea glide fragments, more grav trap fragments. I never build the grav trap, so I'm not gonna go chasing those. Should probably collect some more ribbon plants and well, since we used up all of our silver too, I'm gonna be keeping an eye out for silver outcrops like these. Now called Argonite? Agenite? Something like that. Alright, two ribbon plants. That's all the ribbon plants I'll gather. That's lead. Titanium. That's down into the deep twisties. We don't want to go down there yet. We'll save that for another day. We are going to have to go down there at some point, though.
Caution. Approaching alien sanctuary.
Yep.
Altera requests you take care not to damage the artifacts.
I will do my best not to damage the artifacts. Got it. Hi, fellas. Bye. I am going to need some of that crystalline sulfur to make a repair tool. And gold. We have no gold yet. Alright, I gotta scan all these outcrops. Sorry, I keep seeing that flash. Gold, our first piece of gold. Silver. Titanium. Silver. Gold. Good. Mobile vehicle bay.
Near blueprint acquired.
Great, now we can make the mobile vehicle bay. Stuff for us to scan here. A large plant. The cleverly named large plant. Early access. We haven't made the compass yet. I just got myself a little bit turned around, but I think we're heading in the right direction. Yep, we are. You can no longer scan these as precursor fragments. There are other precursor sites out in the world that you can scan. And we are actually going to do this time, instead of skipping over it the way I have.
Sanctuary power critical. Searching for emergency storage medium.
Hello?
Human, turn back.
Why?
You were sent here to harness me. I will destroy you first.
You're not sure of my intentions. Are you afraid?
I am all powerful.
I came here because I'm curious about your people. It sounds like you're in trouble.
My storage medium is failing.
You're dying.
I am considering my options.
Storage medium found.
What does that mean?
Storage capacity was identified on your person.
Where? On my PDA? Hello?
Near blueprint acquired.
So we found some ion cubes here. Alan has identified storage capacity.
This is where you're stored, isn't it?
Presently, yes.
A digital backup to save you in case of disaster.
It has worked until now. My data can be downloaded from the terminal.
Is that what you'd like?
I have hours to live. I may not like it now, but I will appreciate it later.
I'm taking that as a yes.
So that's what we're gonna do. Now she thinks this is going into her PDA, right?
I hope this works.
Storage medium accepted.
Wait, what?
Commencing data transfer.
I don't want your data. Keep your damn data to yourself, mister.
What happened?
Transfer complete.
Download capacity was identified in your cerebral cortex.
You're in my head.
I am also surprised.
Is it reversible?
I hope so.
Sanctuary power failed.
But not from here.
Damn it.
I will find a way. With the processing power available, it may take some time. I will alert you when I exit hibernation.
This is exactly why we have protocols.
Yep. Why you don't send somebody who's just trying to survive to an unknown alien sanctuary site, Altera. But so now we've got Alan in our heads, and we've got 3 ion cubes to play with. You know what that means? Ion batteries, ion power cells. So much fun. It's given me the scan icon for these new coral shelves. I don't know if that is actually going to be where you get coral in order to make disinfected water. You know, coral for bleach for water. It's not in the game yet. Maybe it will be at some point. Gold. Copper. Things we need. All falling under the category of things we need. I also think that we are very soon going to need a computer chip, so I would like to cut 1 or 2 of these table coral segments. We should get a scan off one too. Alright, the twisty bridges still looking fantastic. No problems with these. This biome's amazing. Ah, brute shark wants me. Ah, good. He got hung up on the train. Some more fragments here. That's a stasis rifle fragment and a propulsion cannon fragment over there. We don't need the mobile vehicle bay anymore, but we'll take the propulsion cannon. I think we're okay on ribbon plants for now, but we are going to need more copper. There's some. And I've got two... Well, how much room do I have in my inventory? Yeah, we're full. I was going to grab a couple more table coral samples, but we don't have room. So back home to await our next kind of orders, I guess. I would like to start thinking about getting a seatruck built as an early activity. Alright, what can we do
Do not be
here?
alarmed. I'm still processing our situation.
Good.
Some memory data was lost in the download process.
Yours or mine?
I cannot recall. I will hibernate.
Wait, what's your name?
We do not use words that way.
I had a pet barwall once. I called him Ketchup. Don't make me name you two.
You may append your seed code to the species designation. You may call me Al-An.
I waited my whole life to meet a spacefaring alien. You're telling me your name is Alan?
Is it insufficient?
No. No, Al-An. It's perfect.
I will alert you when I have more information.
Okay, so I built a compass there, and now I'm going to build a repair tool just to have it built and have it on me in case we need it. And now we just got to kind of go around and spend some time doing some basic gathering and scanning and stuff with an eye toward getting a seatruck. So for that, I guess we head back out toward the twisties. So we've got the compass now. So the twisty bridges are off to the west-southwest from the life pod. Not that anyone should have any trouble finding them, but it's rare that I even bother to build a compass. We're gonna need... What are we gonna need? We're gonna need more copper. And we need lithium, too. We know where we can always find lithium, which is out at the purple vents. But that's another material that they've kind of moved around and spread out a little bit. So now you can also find it other places. So let's just swim around for a minute and see if we happen to stumble across any lithium here. That's a seatruck fragment. This will be 3 of 3.
New technology created.
So now we can build the mobile vehicle bay.
New blueprint acquired.
And build the seatruck. Let's take a second here, pin both of those blueprints to help us build them. There's the vehicle bay, there's the seatruck. So we're going to need a bunch of titanium. We're going to need an advanced wiring kit, which is going to need the computer chip, which we have. We also need 3 pieces of lead. I'm not sure how much lead we've picked up already. I think we're probably going to need more. I'll bet we have at least 2 pieces back at the base, but we're going to need more than that. So let's grab a little bit more lead as long as we're out here. Of course, we don't have to be out here at all for the lead anymore. We could actually be right in the safe shallows. You can find lead in the safe shallows now. It really is all over the place. Propulsion cannon fragment. I think this is 2 of 2. We can make the propulsion cannon now. Yep.
New blueprint acquired.
Just looking for lead. Why don't we start inching back toward the life pod and look for lead as we go. There'll be silver over here. Titanium. Titanium. Of course, we're going to need titanium. We need 2 titanium ingots, one for the mobile vehicle bay, one for the seatruck. Titanium.
30 seconds.
That's lead outcrop. Lead. That probably is going to do it. Out. So let's start heading back. And as I said, we don't, if that's not enough, if we still need more, we don't have to come back to the twisties anymore. We can look around right in the safe shallows and probably find some lead. Just scanning to see what we can find. We're going to need 1 lubricant for the mobile vehicle bay and 1 for the seatruck, so we might need another lubricant. Inventory is too full for that. Okay, let's head back. And I'd love to get that ion battery pounded out soon too. So hopefully we stumble across some lithium here soon. Okay, deployable mobile vehicle bay. We have everything we need. Now the Easy Craft is going to craft the lubricant and the titanium ingot for us, or pull it out of our storage. And when I say craft it for us, we have all the materials we need to make it. We've collected those ourselves. It's just Easy Craft is going to go through the, so we don't have to build each component separately. It's going to put it all together for us. Our inventory is too full. Drop some of this stuff off. We'll leave the ion cubes here for now. The silver here, the gold here, crystalline sulfur. We're going to need the lead on us to make the seatruck soon. What else are we going to need? We've got the lead. We need a power cell. We need glass. We need the advanced wiring kit. All that stuff could be a little complicated here because we're going to need another computer chip. We can make the glass. Let's make the glass now and see if we can make the glass now and see if we can make the titanium ingot now. We can make a wiring kit. That's not an advanced wiring kit though. We could probably make, we need more ribbon plants. We need 1 more battery, and then we need 1 more battery to make the power cell. We can make the glass though, right? Okay, we just need the power cell, for which we need more ribbon plants. And, okay, we'll release the bay just to get it out of our inventory. Someplace a little deeper, maybe. How about over here? Release the bay. There you go, bay. Okay. And ribbon plants, maybe right down here. We got these already? Nope, there's a couple. Zing! Just like that. And look at this, lead right here under the life pod. We're gonna need food and water in a minute. Come back. Come here, Arctic Peeper.
New creature discovered.
Come here, Boomerang. Nobody wants to be fed to me? No? Okay, forget it. Nobody wants to get laser cooked. Crazy talk. But what do we need? We need the power cell. Why can we not make the power cell? Silicone rubber? I thought we had tons of it in here. Okay. Apparently not enough. So let's run out and grab a creepvine seed cluster. Oh, everything looks kind of flat and uninteresting now that I've been playing with the filmic setting on the graphics. It really adds a nice bit of texture and depth to everything. Okay, so we were going to do a power cell. So this is going to put everything together for us again. It's going to make the, turn the seed clusters into silicone rubber for us, so we don't have to do it. But I will make lubricant out of that just to clear up that inventory space. Now what? Now we just need the advanced wiring kit, for which we will need a computer chip, for which we will need more of the table coral. So we're heading back out to the twisties. That should be all we need. We need copper wire for that, but I think we already picked some up. Titanium. And there's some table coral right there. Need one more. Probably. Might want to grab another couple of ribbon plants while we're here if we have room in our inventory. I'm gonna, as long as we're here, it's just so we don't have to come back here next time we need a computer chip. I'll get enough for 2 computer chips and a couple of ribbon plants. We are getting thirsty. I have water on me. I need one more. There we go. Table coral sample. Okay, now we can head back. Let's just see if titanium. This is another propulsion cannon fragment. We don't need this anymore. And there's some copper. Let me get one more copper before we head back. Titanium. That's lead, titanium, titanium. All right, we'll get this on the way back.
30 seconds.
Yeah, I know. They have apparently removed the oxygen warnings from hardcore difficulty, as they were supposed to. I mean, they used to. Originally, they had none. And that was one of my major reasons for wanting to play hardcore, is because there were no oxygen warnings. But they added them back in at a certain point, or they forgot to remove them from the final release of Subnautica. I need to eat something. And then we'll see if we can make that advanced wiring kit. Oh, I don't need all 3 of these, but we'll get real full. It's like Thanksgiving. We'll just stuff ourselves. Okay. We're missing something. What are we missing from the computer chip? Copper wire? We used up the copper wire that was in here. Okay, now I just get copper right here around the pod. We don't have to go far. Oh, I should eat that stuff before it goes bad. Actually needed everything. Copper. Want to find the boost tank upgrade too. Soon. I love that thing. All right, now it'll do all the work for us, EasyCraft, and we'll put the computer chip together for us, gather all the other materials out of storage, and now we've got that. And now we've got everything that we need to make our first seatruck, and this is all on day 1. Didn't mean to do that. Okay, day 1 seatruck, here we go. Yay! Go, fellas! My hard-working little fellas. Swoosh. Great. And with that, why don't we call it an episode here? The first episode of our deep dive playthrough. And this really is going to be a playthrough because, as I've been saying, this is the closest we're going to get to a finished game on this script. So this whole script is being rewritten. So everything from here on in is going to be different. We're going to play this straight through from start to finish, as it were, on this iteration of the script. Thanks for watching, everybody. Leave a like and subscribe if you enjoy Subnautica Below Zero Early Access, and there'll be more coming. Stay safe, survivors.